The film starts in 1982 in a world where humans and toons coexist. Dale is new to the school and just wants to fit in, but he makes a bad first impression and is immediately shunned by the other kids. During lunch, he is approached by fellow chipmunk Chip. From then on, the two become best friends and become popular by working on their comedy routine together. When Chip and Dale get older, they move to Hollywood for their big break. After a few months, they hit it big with their own show, Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, where they solve crimes with their castmates friends Monterey Jack, Gadget Hack Wrench and Zipper. They are seen celebrating their third season at a party that includes the likes of Paula Abdul and Roger Rabbit. Later, Chip goes to Dale's trailer and finds out that he is making plans to star in his own spy show, Double Adeu. This means that Rescue Rangers would get cancelled, and despite by pleading with Dale not to go through with it, he does. This destroys their friendship and Double Odell is scrapped after the pilot. In the present day, Dale has gotten his CGI makeover and is at a fan convention with other toons like Tigre Lumiere and the hideous original version of the live-action Sonic the Hedgehog, who claims to have a cop show in the works. Dale isn't doing so well since he doesn't have Chip with him and he still misses his friend. Chip now works in insurance and lives home alone with his dog Millie. When he gets home, he sees a message on his answering machine from Monterey Jack, who asks him to go to his house. Chip goes to Amanda's house to find him worse for wear as his addiction to cheese has gotten the better of him. When Chip asks about Gadget and Zipper, Monty says that they got married and had 42 kids. They are then visited by Dale, whom Chip is still annoyed with. Monty tells them that criminals known as the Valley Gang have been kidnapping toons like Flounder from The Little Mermaid and bootlegging them, meaning that they are given horrible redesigns and being forced to make terrible rip-off films. Money worries he might be next since he has fallen in debt with the gang's leader Sweet Pea. While Dale is eager to help, Chip still wants nothing to do with him. Later, Dale gets a call from the police saying Money was kidnapped. He calls Chip and they return to Manda's house where they meet a claymation cop named Captain Putty and Detective Ellie Stackler. Ellie tells Chip and Dale that she is a big fan of theirs and was inspired by them to have become a detective. Dale thinks they should solve the case for Monty, but Chip doesn't want to get involved. He then changes his mind when he sniffs out a block of cheese he threw out for Monty and finds an address that can help them. Chip and Dale go to Main Street, where some toons operate criminal businesses in secret. They meet a Muppet named Johnson who has sold Money the Chiefs that he loves. He even runs a secret cheese den. We're addicted. Rodents are guarding themselves. The duo manage to get Johnson to take them to Sweet Pea, but with their hands tied together. They are taken to the Uncanny Valley, where several creepy animated characters have been sent to. Chip and Dale are brought to one of Sweet Pete's gins, Bob the Dwarf. He brings them in along with polar bear henchman Jimmy, to meet Sweet Pea, who is actually formerly Peter Pan, now aged out of shape and bitter for being cast aside as he got older. In turn, he ended up making Bootleg Cop as of other popular movies, and now he wants to make a reboot of Chip and Dale. The two run from Pete's henchmen and escape through the swords. Chip and Dale go to Welly for help. She tells them that she has suffered a humiliating incident where a fake tip told her that Peppa Pig was being held captive at Nickelodeon Studios, which led to the toons like the Paw Patrol dogs attacking the cops. Dale then shows them his garage that has a ton of Rescue Rangers memorabilia. When Dale remembers that Sweet Pete has a fitness tracker that can locate him, they get an idea for how to find him. The duo disguise themselves as plumbers to sneak into a bathhouse where Pete usually visits. While there, a snake named DJ Herzegovinaurach asks Chip and Dale to do a rap video with him, even though Chip hates the idea of old cartoon characters rapping to stay popular. While DJ is distracted, the two manage to find Sweet Pete's tracker tracing his location to an old warehouse. Chip and Dale are joined by Ellie and Putty. As they investigate the warehouse, they find the bootleg machine where the duel accidentally gets stuck. They manage to avoid getting bootlegged, but Chip has his ear turned into a new year. They then find a whole wall of evidence with parts from other toons have been removed, including Wendy's mustache. Chip and Dale become sad, realizing that Monty has been bootlegged. The police closed off the warehouse, and the media and other cops command Chip and Dale for their efforts at the police station. Chip and Dale argue after Chip admits he is still sore over Day, leaving Rescue Rangers for his own show. While Dale feels that Chip didn't support him, they stop when they smell an odor resembling Wendy's. Alone coming from Patty's office, they initially suspect Kelly might be involved with the villains, as some of the things she said about her love for Rescue Rangers didn't add up. The two go to the fan convention to ask Ugly Sonic for help since he is supposedly involved with the FBI, but he declines. Sweet Pea shows up with Bob and Jimmy, and they chase Chip and Dale through the convention, where they run into other characters like the game from My Little Pony, live-action Baloo and live-action Pamba Lumiere and Ticker Catch Bob, so Dale gets away, but Pete and Jimmy capture Chip, leaving Dale alone, and remorse fall at the warehouse. Ellie is brought there, but she was set up by Putty, who was in league with Sweet Pea, and it was also he who made the bogus dip that got Telly in trouble. They have Ellie called Dale to lure him there, but she gives him a coded message by mentioning a Rescue Rangers episode. When you fish upon a star. Dale rewatches the episode where Gadget was double-crossed, and he pieces together that Putty is a bad guy and has Chip an ally. Dale turns to the only people he can for help, Gadget and Zipper. The three fly of the warehouse in a plane that Gadget made, and Dale launches himself into the building with a firework. Just as the villains are getting ready to bootleg Chip, the firework causes the bootleg machine to be destroyed, turning Jimmy into a fairy, while Pete is morphed into a hybrid of characters like Wreck-It Ralph, Optimus Prime, Sheriff Woody, and Felicia the Cat. He chases Chip and Dale while he is freed and fights Buddy. He wraps himself around her until she grabs a fire extinguisher and freezes him, then tips him over so he shatters. Chip and Dale run through movie sets of bootleg films, including Winnie the Pooh and The Simpsons. They make it out onto the docks, where they distract Sweet Pete long enough for Ugly Sonic to show up with the FBI and drop a net onto him while the two celebrate their victory. Peach rises and fires a blast at them. Dale takes the shot for Chip, who breaks down and apologizes to Dale for breaking off their friendship. Dale turns out to have survived because he had a coin in his shirt that protected him. Pete, Jimmy, Bob, and Putty are all arrested. The captured Toons are freed and the duo reunite with Monty, as well as Gadget and Zipper. Chip and Dale introduce them, tally, and then discuss plans for a rebid. The credits showed that money was unbundled and the gang ended up doing the reboot, which is ahead. However, Darkwing Duck boots them and says he should get his own reboot. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you can watch more videos like this. Thanks for watching.